Hello and welcome to another video of the IT Career Guide YouTube channel. In today's video I want to talk about what skills do you need when working in a help desk position in a call center, meaning providing tech support over the phone. So first of all, you need to have a good technical understanding of the area that you are responsible for. So be it providing tech support for operating system and application related needs that customers have. So let's concentrate on the operating system here. Let's assume you will work in a call center and people that call in have problems with their Windows 10 operating system, or they have problems with applications running on that operating system. So I mean generic applications, be it Microsoft Office, not a specific application like Adobe Photoshop or some design software. So that is more specialized tech support that needs to be provided. I'm talking more about the generic stuff, the operating system, basic Office applications. So besides the technical knowledge, you need to be able to visualize the troubleshooting steps that you have to guide your customers through. So let's say somebody calls in and they have an application installed and they want to remove it from the system for whatever reason. So you need to be able to guide them through the steps to find the control panel, go into programs and features, identify the application, and then select the application and hit the uninstall button up on top, or right click on the application and select uninstall. And if you just listen to my words, I was already visualizing those steps. I have done this over and over and over again, so I can easily guide somebody through those steps. I don't need to do it myself on my own system to get the customer to that result. But here's a hint. Of course, you can use your own computer system that you are working on in that moment and follow the customer step by step to make sure that you see what the customer sees. It's not always feasible to remote into the customer system and then either guide them to the right location or do the work for them. You want to be able to, with your words, guide them from A to Z and complete the task or complete the steps that are needed to resolve their problem. So visualization is a very critical piece. And when you start working on a help desk, it's more challenging and more difficult compared to having a year of experience under your belt. So don't freak out when you cannot do that right away. So when your users call in, they usually call in because they have a problem. If they wouldn't have a problem, they would solve the problem themselves, or they would ask a peer for help or Google a solution. So when they call in, they are in a certain state of mind. So I don't want to say desperation, but they really don't know their way forward and they need your help. So there's another skill that you need to have. You need to have empathy. You need to have good interpersonal skills. You need to have the right personality. You need to reflect confidence that you know what you're doing. So that's a very critical skill set that you need to have, because all you have really is your voice when you talk to somebody who has called 1-800-GET-HELP. So your voice is really what needs to present the confidence. It needs to be warm, empathetic. It needs to be understanding. So also, not just your voice, but your words. You need to phrase everything carefully. You need to talk at a certain pace. If you talk too fast, you might lose your customer along the way. You might also notice I have a slight accent. I'm not a native English speaker. I moved to the United States 22 years ago, and so I have an accent. And that is not a problem. I worked in a call center before. I've worked in 2 call centers. And it's just like, no, as long as you speak slow enough and you are able to walk somebody step by step through a problem, it's not a problem to have an accent. So even if you are not a native English speaker, do not feel that it's working against you. Of course, you have to put a little more effort in compared to somebody who is a native speaker. So if you have a really strong accent and that makes it difficult to understand your words, slow down. I sometimes get into the habit speaking very fast. My accent comes out a little stronger, but I hope that I can still present my words in a way that everyone can understand them. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. If you get the feel that the person on the other side of the phone conversation is having problems understanding you, slow down. Make it a little easier to understand make sure that they are in the right place when you talk to them. So empathy, interpersonal skills, confidence, persistence. Don't give up right away if somebody's having problems getting to where you want to guide them with your voice, with your words. So, and that gets me to the other thing. You need to have good listening skills. You need to understand, not just listening and hearing, but listening and get a feel for, okay, what is the mindset, the state of mind where that person is? Is there desperation coming through? What information are they giving you that you can resolve the problem? So not everything is clear cut when they call in. You have to go through a certain process in the beginning and understand, okay, what is really the problem? You need to make sure that you can get the details out of them so that you can make your conclusion and resolve the problem. So those listening skills and picking up the right pieces of information is very critical. Then another very important step is troubleshooting. You need to have a plan for troubleshooting, be it by the process of elimination, where you hopefully can separate the problem in a 50-50 set, and then, okay, we can eliminate 50% here. Now you work your way through and really try to cut the problem in half to narrow down where you are. So that's a very critical skill set that you need to develop. And if you don't have that skill set, hopefully your employer provides some sort of training before you start so that you can really get the right tools in a certain way to troubleshoot a problem. So troubleshooting is not just like using a shotgun, blasting bullets out and hopefully you hit the right spot. You really try to, with a couple of questions, narrow the problem down and then go into the deeper troubleshooting, again, depending on what the problem is. Patience and calmness, that's really another skill that you need to have so that you can be reflecting the confidence, the skill set, the knowledge that is needed to provide this type of service to the person calling in. So even if it's troubleshooting, you're providing a service. So that patience is very critical. When I worked in a call center many years ago, I was providing tech support for a certain software application. And some of these calls could go on for hours because the problem was just so complex. And you were dealing with users that understood the application, but not necessarily all the troubleshooting steps. So it took a long time and it really required me to visualize the software, visualize the steps. I did not have any tools to remote into the customer machine, so I needed to ask the right questions to get a visual back to me that I could understand, okay, this is what I'm looking at right now, and then from here I can take it and help with troubleshooting. So staying calm, being patient. If you become impatient, that's the end of all. If that's what comes out of you in that moment, you will lose the customer and the customer will hang up and call back in and hopes to get a different technician, or in the end gives up frustrated and well, that's even worse. So I hope this gives you a good idea of what type of skill set that you need if you want to work in a call center, or if you're looking at a call center job as your first job in IT. Working in IT for many people has started in a call center. It's their first help desk type of job experience, and they work their way up to system administration and into other areas. So don't underestimate this job can be really a door opener. It might not be the most glorious work right in the beginning, but it's really a good step into the world of information technology. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I publish videos at least once a week. And in that regards, I hope you enjoy this content and check out my other videos. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.